is, Dante Hightower has been, I think, everything that Bill Belichick would want a Patriot player to be. Under the radar, quiet, effective, does his job. You know, that's what their whole mantra is: do your job, do your job.
No days off.
Not boastful, not embarrassing. You know, everything that I would think that Belichick would want him to be. But Belichick also knows that he has a number that he's going to place on the value of the player. Because Belichick doesn't get caught up in all of this. You know, like he's a businessman. There's no emotion attached to these things that Belichick does. So I'm sure that Dante Hightower wants to be paid more than Luke Kuechly. I guarantee, because Luke Kuechly's the highest paid middle linebacker in football. Dante Hightower wants at least that or more than that. Now, some would say that he doesn't have as many tackles as Luke Kuechly, but I would also tell you he may have been the most impressive player on that Patriots defense the last half of the season.
Listen,
making tackles,
it's going to be a lot of money,
games.
But the Jets aren't getting him.
So, but if you want him, if you are the Jets and you want him, I would, if I really down deep wanted him, then I'm paying him. I have to pay him more than what the Patriots are going to give him. And it's got to be significantly more.
But he's going to be making so much money anyway. If you're a Hightower, you could play for a playoff team in the Steelers. You could go back to New England maybe for less money and be in another Super Bowl, maybe go undefeated again, regular season. Or you could come play for the Jets where you're going to make a lot of money, but you're going to be miserable. And because once you're making, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $15 million a year, you know, people sit here all day long and go, why is that guy miserable? He's making $15 million a year. Because at the end of the day, the money is everything. But if you're going out every Sunday and you don't have a chance to win, I don't care how much money you make. You're miserable. Like the old notion that money buys happiness, right?
Yeah, but
we all say that because we don't have that kind of money.
I know, but what I'm thinking also is
that guy will be miserable. I don't care if they pay him $20 million a year and 80 guaranteed. Guess what?
But here he is.
At 3 and 11, he'll be miserable.
He's reaching free agency at the prime of his career.
Sure, but the Jets are not signing him.
And he needs to make his money right now. This is the system that he's in, and he needs to make his money, and he should be compensated. He's a champion. He's been nothing but, I think, a pro's pro when you think about the Patriots and who they are. And if you really want to extract him from the Patriots, you are going to have to overpay. So if he wants what Luke Kuechly got, which is basically practical guarantees, $34.3 million. He got $61 million over the life of the contract, 5 years, $61 million. He's at an average of $12.3 million. So you got to give him 5 years, $64 million or 60. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the Patriots want to offer him. I don't think the Patriots. If the Patriots were offering what Luke Kuechly's making, I think he would have signed it already.
He's not playing for the Jets. I mean, we have to take stock of this. We're the New York Jets. We're Jet fans. We can't even get a quarterback here.
But if you have the money,
a journeyman quarterback. We have $40 million under the cap, and we're not going to spend it. I'm telling you, Boomer, they will not announce this. They have made a decision that next year's the year. And they've put Mikey Mack and Todd Bowles, frankly, in a very bad spot, and that is they're going to have to go out there and build a team without spending the money that they have available.
Right.
The fan base is going to be, going to turn on them big time. Even if they get 3, 4 draft picks right, they will not have made themselves the best possible team they could, and the fan base is going to be miserable. There's almost no way to survive it unless you already have a handshake and a signature from the owner telling you, guys, I recognize I'm not giving you the tools to win next year. Don't worry about it. I know the fan base is going to turn on all of us. Here's a contract telling you, you got it. You're fine. Neither one of you getting fired, and then that becomes a problem because if they go 3-13 or 4-12 or something along those lines, which is what they'll do with no quarterback and no new players, the fan base is going to then hear the reaction that we find out that a year and a half ago, Woody Johnson signed both guys to multi-year extensions while we were, cleaning house, and there's going to be a revolt against this franchise, the likes of which we haven't seen. And I'm telling you, that's exactly where it's going. I wouldn't be shocked already if Todd Bowles and Mikey Mack have signed extensions on their contracts privately and quietly. because they're not allowing Mikey Mack to do his job. And by proxy, Mikey Mack's not giving Todd Bowles the best tools to work with as a head coach. Now, it's not Mike's fault. It's not Todd's fault. But if the edict is get rid of salary and don't replace players with better players, how in the world can the New York Jets possibly be successful?